Yeah, I mean, there's two sides to it. I mean, it prices people out of the market in Cornwall in a lot of ways, but also it provides a source of revenue through tourism. But Cornwall at the moment, there's a lot of people down here at the moment, which is a vital part to the economy, of which some of those people have second homes. But I do get the other side of the argument as well, that it causes spiraling prices on second homes. Like anything, Bev, you know this more than I do, that there's a balanced argument that's got to be had on this. There's two sides to this particular point of view. But it is an issue in terms of some of the prices, which are, over the last 2 or 3 years, gone through the roof. And some of that is driven by the second homes. But Cornwall also needs the tourism revenue. And the last 2 or 3 years, the Cornish economy, like a lot of economies, have suffered because of the restrictions. And this summer, a lot of revenue has been generated by the amount of tourism that's going through the school holidays.
Yeah, I don't want to live in a world where the states say who can and can't buy houses. I think that's a kind of chilling vision of the future. Let's talk about these two, Liz Truss, Rishi Sunak. How do you think they've done, James? If you were a Conservative Party member, it might be a stretch of your imagination, but which of them would get your vote and why?
I mean, the whole contest is like a game show. It's like the sort of worst contestants ever on The Apprentice. I mean, they're all the sort of candidates that would be sacked in week one. But we're now facing a zero-sum game of Sunak, which I think he's basically a machine politician who's adopted a terrible leadership campaign that's not appealing to the base whatsoever. And you've got Liz Truss, who doesn't have the best presentation skills, but is actually coming up with some policies that probably will appeal to the members. So I think Truss is ahead because she's actually not just coming up with policies that appeal to the members. She's coming across a little bit more of a common touch, more human. On the tax policy, I think right now Truss is right, because what we need is we do need an emergency budget. It's ludicrous that we're having this 7-week, this terrible campaign that's going on and on and on, combined with Parliament being in recess. And a prime minister, a sitting prime minister, is nothing more than a lame duck who seems to be on holiday the whole time. He's on demob happy. What we do need is emergency measures to get this country going again and try and alleviate some of the pressure for households and business through an emergency budget that would not just focus on national insurance cuts, it would also focus on fuel duty, considering the fuel duty rates in the UK are one of the highest in Europe. This has to happen now rather than waiting till the end of a leadership contest. It's still 4 or 5 weeks to go, but it will be under the auspices of the new Prime Minister. But every day that is lost with dithering and lack of action by a government, dependent on whoever the Prime Minister is another day that more people are going to face fuel poverty this winter.